The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Sulking mode. That's how they call it. Sulking mode. What can be done about it? Pastor, what can I do about it? My partner gives me that silent treatment. It's always moody. I don't know what's going on. We're going to dive deep into this subject and let you know what can be done about this. Yeah. 4 reasons for sulking. Why is it that people do this? Okay, and maybe you're going to find your own reason why you keep on doing this to your partner. Maybe you don't understand yourself. You don't understand why you do the things you do. The number one reason for people to stay like this is to avoid conflict. You know, many people, they don't like to enter in a conflict. They don't like to talk about their feelings, or they don't even know how to talk about their feelings. They don't know how to express emotion. They're afraid of being hurt and fighting. They don't like the drama. They just don't like the drama.
They think the other person is not going to understand them at all.
Yeah. Or they grew up in a broken family. They saw all these fights, and they don't want to start this thing. So when something bad happens, they prefer not to say anything. You know, between a fight, between an arguing, and peace, they much rather have peace. They don't want to be arguing. They don't want to waste their times. So what do? They keep quiet. They don't say anything. They see something wrong. They got hurt. You know, the partner did something bad, and they just keep quiet. They keep it for themselves, right, Mila?
Yes.
They don't want to mess with it. Mm-hmm. And who was like this?
I was like that. I was the moody one. He was always very easygoing.
Bling, bling, bling.
Always
go there, Eddie. What is there? There we go. Say it again.
I have to give it to him because he's the type of person that wakes up happy in the morning. He's never moody in the morning. I'm moody in the morning because I'm not a morning person. He's always happy, very easygoing. Don't get proud now. Come down.
Pull me back.
But in the beginning of our marriage, I didn't know how to express my emotions. I didn't know to like simply say, oh, I didn't like this, or I would like this instead. I didn't know how to say that. So I would just get very moody, sulking mode, and I would just try to send you signs, thinking that you would pick them up, and you wouldn't. Like little hints, like that I'm not okay, that I'm not happy with what's happening. Like if things were not done my way, sometimes I would get moody and I would give signs. But man, they don't pick up the signs. Ladies, learn this. If you get moody, if you do, you stay without talking to your husband because you want him to see what's going on and realize something or pick up on something, they don't. So just say it.
Yeah, men are harder to read emotions and feelings. We don't know how to read these things, right?
Yeah. Women
or
easy.
To express these things.
You see a friend that she's a little bit more quiet. Immediately you ask, oh, are you okay? Is something wrong? But men are not like that. They cannot pick that up.
Yes, exactly. So women have better social skills than men. Okay, and this is something that we explore also in the marriage course in deep, right?
Yes, indeed.
The roots of this, why this happens. But in your case, Mila, also since you grew up in a house that a family that was broken, right? Your parents went through a divorce. You had to grow up in sometimes 2 houses, right? And moving here and there, growing up with your grandparents, right?
Yeah, my mom and we would live
You would move a lot
with my great aunt.
here and there.
Mhm.
And when you moved back into your father's house, he already had another family.
Yeah.
You had his step brothers, step sisters.
Yeah. So I felt like I didn't have any chance. Nobody would understand me. So
Yeah.
what I would do, I would just bottle everything inside.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to express my emotions. I didn't know how to communicate, how to address the situations that I was going through.
Because you never had this loving family that you felt free to
Never.
say.
Mhm.
And I was the contrary, right? I grew up in a structured family. Although we went through problems, we came to church, but
Mhm.
most of the time was a very strong, bonding family
Yeah.
where we were free to express
Mhm.
and to talk about things, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you didn't want to, you wanted to avoid conflict. You wouldn't say
Yeah.
anything. But this is very bad because you enclose yourself. You close yourself.
Yeah. And in all aspects, I mean.
I would understand your point, and you
Yeah.
would get frustrated with me because I wasn't getting you,
Mhm.
but you were not telling me.
Yeah.
So it's a problem.
And I expected you to try to understand or to try to guess why I was, moody.
And I had no idea.
But he had no idea. Instead of just coming out and saying, I didn't like this or that, I wouldn't say it.
I was lost, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Mismanaged anger. Look at this. But we're going to talk about this after this documentary. Okay? Let's watch this report, and we're going to talk about number 2 in a bit.
Communication is certainly a key ingredient for any relationship to work. However, there are those who, instead of trying to resolve their differences, prefer to simply look to the side and get into a sulky mood. When one or both partners sulk, pout, or refuse to talk, they are exerting a cruel type of power in the relationship that not only shuts out their partner, but also communicates that they do not care enough to try to resolve the situation or collaborate. Anyone who thinks that this does not happen to famous personalities is wrong. What's worse is that the paparazzi are everywhere and they do not let anything go unnoticed. That's what happened to Friends star Courtney Cox and musician Johnny McDade. The couple, who have been together since 2013, were captured by paparazzi outside a restaurant in West London in 2016. In the photos, Cox and McDade appeared to be in a heated argument. The actress was waving her arms and looked strained. At one point, she held her head in her hands and things appeared to become more emotional. The Daily Mail also reported that Cox gave McDade the silent treatment before appearing to leave the table. Despite the argument, the couple are still together. Another scene took place between singer Keith Urban and Hollywood actress Nicole Kidman, this time captured during a red carpet. Despite their efforts to keep their life away from the media, the couple caught people's attention during the premiere of Nicole's movie Lion. Moments before the handsome couple hit the red carpet to pose for photographers, Nicole was allegedly engaged in an embittered argument with her husband. As a result, she seemed to give Urban a sulky expression, which was caught by the cameras. Another celebrity who was caught on camera with a sulky expression was supermodel Irina Shayk. At the time, she was dating actor Bradley Cooper. The couple were spotted in the stands at the famed tennis tournament in Wimbledon, where Cooper was seen speaking intensely to Shayk, who appeared to be dabbing tears out of her eyes before crossing her arms and refusing to look at him. According to fans, the reason behind their argument was related to Cooper's ex-girlfriend Suki Waterhouse, who was near them in the crowd. Being sulky appears to combine intense anger with a desire of not communicating what one is angry about. If you want to learn more about how not to use this strategy in your relationship, stay tuned for tonight's program.
So, mismanaged anger. You see there, Mila, that this is a tool that couples use when they fight, right? You see the celebrities, what happened there. They had a misunderstanding, and because they cannot manage their anger, their emotions,
They just close down.
they close down, and I'm not talking to you, and everybody sees it.
And how many couples they live like this?
Yeah.
They have many arguments, argument after argument, and then one doesn't talk to the other, and then the other doesn't talk to. So it's just a very
Or they
horrible
send
situation.
messages through the kids.
Yeah.
Or go tell your mom this. Or go tell your father that. Right?
It's true.
So they use the kids to send messages. How horrible this is. You know, why are you teaching your kids? You know? So mismanaged anger or mismanaged emotions. You don't know how to control emotions and you use these tools. In the marriage course, Mila, people learn many tools.
Yeah.
We give people 27 tools to manage emotions, to deal with problems, you know, how to restore communication. So if you want to learn, marriage course starts on March the 7th.
And there
okay?
are also the steps that we teach them to solve a problem. They're very good.
Yes, correct. 10 steps to solve any
Yeah.
problem. Very well. The third reason people get moody, to punish the partner. They do this because they know it hurts. The silent treatment is to punish.
But sometimes your partner did something to you, maybe a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then one little thing that that the other one does, they go and they punish. They don't talk to them. They, you know, keep throwing it back in their face just because they did something against them.
No, you need to understand each other and be kind to each other. If you want to get something out of your partner, you need to understand and you need to treat them well.
A marriage cannot be part of the blame game. You know, you blame him, he blames me. No,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot start this cycle
Yes.
trying to get back at each other.
Let's go on the streets and see what's the word on the streets. What's the word on the streets before we give you the fourth reason.
We will be asking people's opinions on whether they are a sulky person and if it has caused problems in their relationship. Let's see what they say. Are you a sulky person?
I am not a sulky person, but I see many people nowadays being that.
No, really, I don't think so.
Yeah, a little.
I feel like it's just part of my personality.
No, I'm not. I'm a very upbeat and positive person. But I live with a sulky person.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so, no. Pretty happy.
Yes, definitely. I feel like I just have a lot of bad luck.
So did this bring any problems to your relationship?
I thought that it would, honestly, because when you're sad, it can weigh on your partner. You're around them all the time. I thought it would really, drain the relationship, talking to him about it, but it's actually made us stronger.
If you're in a relationship with a person who's just naturally just down, then sometimes you have to separate to elevate. If they're gonna just hold me down, I can't be like that. I can't keep bringing someone up. They need to bring me up. It's vice versa. You gotta work as a team to bring yourself up.
I have seen so many people like in my friends, like my close friends, they are being that. And it affects a lot on your life. If you say in the morning, if you're going to meet your friend and he's being like that, so it affects your day because you're like closely met with him.
I don't know, I would just not talk to him and then he'll get mad at me for not talking to him, so he'll get sulky as well. But after we both get sulky, we just either one of us gives in.
It's a test and a challenge, but it's endured. Moods are quite hard to handle, and especially for someone who's quite upbeat and liking to look on the glass is full rather than half empty, and the person I live with regards things as half empty rather than half full.
I associate sulkiness with silence, I think, and just kind of internalizing your anger rather than using words to express how you're feeling, I guess. So then the other person in the relationship has to kind of guess what they're saying or what they're thinking. And that can be quite difficult, I think, if you don't communicate.
What is your view about sulkiness? Do you think people are sulky because they're immature or it's due to selfishness? What's your opinion?
I think it all depends. If you're sulky for really stupid reasons, then I think so. But if you're sulky about something, you know, like this really affecting your life, then I think that's valid.
For me, it probably comes from a level of, I guess, immaturity, not wanting to give in, I guess, to an argument. And so you just get into a bad mood.
It mostly depends upon the situation, how their days are going on. They are meeting a new people, maybe at their universities, maybe at their family function, maybe while going through a road. For an example, if I'm going over there and I meet some stranger, yeah, we bump into each other, then the mood goes change and that affects.
Sulky, I think, are selfish people. Selfish people just don't get on in this world. It's as simple as that. Not worth it. Life's hard enough as it is. No need to sulk. Get out and do something.
You've heard what the public has to say. What is your opinion? Are you a sulky person? Has it caused problems in your relationship? Tune in tonight on the Love Talk Show at 11 p.m. on Liberty Radio.
I like what they said, right? That is a way, the silence is a way of you're trying to make the person guess what you're feeling.
Yeah, that's what I used to do to you.
Right? You wanted me to guess.
To guess. I didn't want to say it. I wanted you to guess. It's like another person said, it's a sign of immaturity. I was being immature.
Yeah.
Instead of just coming out and say it,
Yeah.
I would want you to guess.
Yeah, so this is a very immature thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, because for you to be mature is control your emotions. You speak your mind. You tell the person what you're feeling. You express what is inside of you.
Instead of internalizing that emotion, you put it out and you solve it already.
Exactly. And the fourth reason could be a method of control. It's like, I'm going to control you. I have the upper hand. I'm not going to give in to her. She did this to me, and I'm going to show who's in control. I'm going to make her suffer, and she's going to have to come and ask forgiveness. Because unless she does that, I'm not opening up. I'm not speaking to her. And you make the person suffer. And the person suffers. Sometimes they stay for a month or even more without talking to each other. It's a horrible environment, climate. Is a horrible situation to be until one of them can take it anymore, and they have to kind of bow, right? Okay, I'm sorry, what did I do? Please talk to me. I can't handle this anymore. And the other person is like the winner. They feel like the winner. You see, every time you do this, every time you make a mistake, I'm going to make you go through this. You're going to suffer. Yeah. And the person is even afraid of conflict. They're afraid of saying something.
They know that every time they bring up a subject,
it's going to be a month of suffering. Mm-hmm. And they're afraid. They live in fear. But this is not the way you should live in a marriage.
Yeah,
okay?
So the person lives like obsolete. Like they don't matter in their relationship. They have no voice.
So stop doing this, and now we know why you behave like that, or why your partner behaves like that. Now it's time for you to talk about it, because this is not a good way to live. All right. So these and many more advices you receive on the love therapy. And you know, Mila, some people, they want to open up. They want to solve their problems. Now they understand what's wrong with them, but they just can't change. They can't help it. They are like this, and it's very hard to change. They understand they have a lot of issues, a lot of things are wrong with them, but they can't do anything about it. They have no strength. They don't know where to begin, where to start. These people should come to the love therapy.
Yeah.
You need therapy, like we say.
Therapy.
You need therapy, my friend. And the love therapy is the place to be.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.